Hello, my name Dr. Talil Abrhiem, professor in business organization, human resources concentrations. I'm going to cover in my presentation today the sexual harassments and affirmative actions. Why I'm covering these two subjects is very important, especially right now they have a lot of diversity and a lot of minorities and female will enter the US market. According to the Hudson Institute's projected almost 85% for the next decade is going to be a lot of females and minorities. This one is going to be the workplace, a lot of diversities. And as you know, the diversity is very important for any organizations because they're going to bring a lot of new idea to the organizations. It's going to happen also while they interact together. It's going to happen expect some kind of issue about sexual harassment, affirmative actions, and accommodation for disability. All these things going to happen for the next decade. What sexual harassment is and when it's going to start. Sexual harassment is unacceptable behavior is happening between the two individuals. Could happen between male and females, vice versa, or could happen the same sex, male and males, or female with females. It's going to create unacceptable, hostile environment at work. And this one is unacceptable and is going to cause a lot to the organization, lawsuit against that organization. And this one will affect the profitability and the growth for that organization and even the reputation for that organization. So as a human resources managers, they have to educate their employees about this issue, about sexual harassment. And each organization, they have to do this one with my projection at least once a year to remind the employees about how important this for their organization. This one starts from 1991 through the the Supreme Court's Clarence Thomas, and to work with him under his directions in the Board of the Education's Anita Hill. And it's happened some allegations and accused for, sexually harassed that individual. But this one always happened, allegation. So from 1991 and start increased, happened more in 1992 and 93. And even we saw that one through the President Bill Clinton's with Paula Jones. That's also about bring the harassment, sexual harassment lawsuits against the presidents. And we'll see that one is happening through different kind. Could happen through email, communications, touching, pictures, brushings against other employees, and all these is happening. Another one is like quid pro quo. What that one is the manager for the benefit for the managers or to ask a female to have sex with her, or she cannot get promoted and threatening her job to get fired. And that will bring a lot of stress to those individuals. Sometimes that individual is going to take that stress to home and end up crying, their behavior is going to be changed. So all these issues has to be reported to the supervisor or higher, or the human resources higher position to solve these kind of issue. You cannot just hold it inside and live with it for stress. and or you lose your or you quit for one individual. So this is happening a lot, and so many lawsuits is happening through so many organizations. Baby R Us it happened, pay $204 million for lawsuits, on and on. I'm not going to bring all the lawsuits happening in the United States, but we have to prevent it, and we have to educate it, the individual, by training to bring them to the level they need it. Some organizations, they have hotline to call to bring that issue to their superior. What's also came to my mind as Equal Employment Opportunity Commissions, federal agency. It has responsibles and enforce the equal employment law. The equal employment law, it has, the Title 7. It has also the equal pay and American with disability. That's responsible for equal employment opportunity. So the individual, if he or she has an issue concerning terminations, they have to bring this issue within 180 days to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commissions. And when it comes to that court and the organizations, it has the time, 60 days, to look at the case. After 60 days, they're going to see the case if it's valid or is not valid. If it's not valid, they're going through the case. If it's valid and it has evidence, something support the case, that's when they're going to approach the organization to see how they can solve the case peacefully. If it's not, that the case is going to be as a lawsuit against the organization. So it's very important as you individual HR person to educate, to communicate with your employees, because this is important and benefit to create a healthy environment for your organization. When you create a healthy environment, this will benefit the whole organization as a whole. And that's one will create the productivity for your organization. Thank you.